So this really is a great tip for beginners, a cheap way without having to promote or put on sale or any of that. Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth. Flipper, we've got some really cool sales going out of here like we do all the time. I'm still struggling to get those high dollar sales, although we have a couple of really pretty good ones today as well. And I've got some announcements that we're gonna announce, I guess. A couple, well, maybe just one, but definitely one, maybe two, depending on if we can get Reagan in here or not. I've got a great topic. A topic that somebody reminded me of the other day in an email that they sent me, and I can't get to most of the emails, but I just, every once in a while, I'll see a title or something, and I'll click on it, and I'll answer it. I try to get to the ones that are business related, or somebody's missing, you know, a t-shirt that they ordered or something. I try to get to those, but it's difficult to read through all of them. But I read one, and I'm like, that's a really good point. And it wasn't a question, it was advice that they wanted me to pass on to you. And I've mentioned it a couple of times before, and it's a really good point. And so we're going to talk about that, especially for new resellers out there, and you old timers out there can chime in the comments below. Let's take a look. I love selling belt buckles because they're just super, super small, super easy. I'm going to make sure shed juice. Yep, that's it right there. Trail of Tears. I don't remember where I picked this one up, to be honest with you. Sometimes I just forget. And that one sold for $19. So, you know, it's probably, you know, who knows what I paid for it. Maybe y'all out there remember. But Trail of Tears, the Southwest Indian Children's Fund. So, there you go. 19 bucks for that one. It's going to be super easy to ship. Because of today's topic, I'm searching every title I have, and you'll see why in a minute. And this is one, well, it wouldn't matter. This one went to a viewer anyways, but this is one where I definitely could have had a better title. And it's something we're going to talk about in just a second. This is a sealed ET. These are not high dollar ones, obviously. Well, I would tell you, right? It's 20 bucks for this one, free ship. And I can't remember where I picked this one up. This one might have been at the 100-mile sale here on Route 29. But it does have, I think, yeah, there's the watermarks. Can you see the MCA watermark right there? But these just, the clamshells aren't great. A lot of ET ones just aren't big dollar, but that's all right. Still 20 bucks, probably $1 pickup, something like that. Just realized I forgot to thank Frank. So Frank, thank you. This next one is viewer sale as well. 4 of our sales today were to viewers. Now that I'm thinking about that VHS, I think I paid $3 for that one. I paid up for it. I think I remember where I got that one. Anyway, man, this is heavy with one hand. I put some other stuff in it, and it got heavy. All right, which one did we sell? Went and checked. Here's the one that sold. Zodak, I think that's this one right here. It only sold for $10 plus shipping. And I just put down $6 profit, but actually it should be $7. I made a mistake. But I'm going to keep it that way so I keep my sheet kind of nice. Maybe I'll add $1 to the next one. Should be $7, which would have brought us to $431, but we'll keep it at $430. It's $210 so far in profit. And we still have a ton to go and a ton not even listed. So that character right there without the weapons and stuff, not a huge winner, but that Motu character, we'll bring that up in a second as well. Sold for 10 bucks plus shipping. Hey, and a big thank you to Michael who bought that figure. He says, "What's up, Kevin? I'm Mike Billups of Huntsville, Alabama. I follow you on YouTube and the Trash to Cash podcast." Well, that is awesome. Thank you. I resell a little on the side to fund my vintage action figure collection. I think there's a lot of folks, tell me in the comments if that is something that y'all do. You collect something, so when you buy things that you already have, you can sell those off, make money, and pay for the things you're actually collecting. I think that's awesome. I don't have this one yet, so thanks for finding it. Hopefully one day I'll buy a box full for $3. Yeah, no kidding, that was unbelievable. I like watching your channel because you seem really laid back and nice, except for that one time when you're going to beat the guy up at the garage sale over the Hero Quest games. He says, just kidding. So I was frustrated. I tell you, I was there. You know, you edit the video out because I couldn't just sit there and have a video of me standing waiting for this guy for 20 minutes to give me a price. Well, it wasn't 20 minutes, but it was a while. And so some people were telling me I was, you know, crazy and I should have, you know, whatever. But I was waiting a long time and all I wanted was a price. But, you know, some things aren't that important, I guess. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. All right, here's the item that kind of sparked my memory of that conversation or email that I had that a viewer had sent me. I'm going to show it to you, and we're going to talk about this for a second. And then I've got an announcement and a thank you, and then a whole bunch more sales as well. Okay, here it is. This is an ashtray. You might remember me picking this up, and the lady, I'm like, she had two of them. A blue one. Where's that blue one? Was it this blue one? I think it was. And she wanted $5 on, how was it? How did it go? I can't remember. $5 and $3, I think is what it was. And I said, I'll give you $5 for both. And she said, so basically you're telling me you want this one for free. And I'm like, yeah, I figured it would go for 10 bucks, you know. But when I brought it home, there were some exact comps for that ashtray. And they were way better than I thought they would be. And the reason why is because of, well, some of them sold cheap and some of them sold for a lot. And the reason, the difference for the two was in the title. So this really is a great tip for beginners, a cheap way, without having to promote or put on sale or any of that, a cheap way for you to get an advantage as a seller on eBay pretty quick. And if you learn and keep learning these techniques, you can make a lot more sales. It's the title. The title. And I'm going to read you the title that made this one an easy seller. A lot of times when you look up comps, you'll see a big difference. Well, this one sold for this one sold for this. And a lot of times the answer can be found, sometimes in the pictures, but a lot of times the answers can be found in the title itself. You obviously want to have a title that is very searchable, because most people who buy on eBay are searching for the items that they want. They're not just scrolling pages and pages of eBay, although that does happen as well. The common trick, and this is not what I'm talking about, is to put, instead of put vintage, put VTG. They both search the exact same way. It saves you letters and allows you to put in different words that might help. I didn't do that here because I didn't need extra space. I just needed to make sure that I put in certain words that were very searchable for people looking for particular things. So I'm going to read you the title: Vintage Mid-Century Modern Original Anholt Atomic Boomerang Ashtray Olive Green. And the real cool part here, the difference in sellers for something like this, atomic and boomerang ashtray. And of course it doesn't exactly look like a boomerang, but you get the idea. And the atomic, the olive green, avocado green, you know, you can put in different keywords because people will search. Even if there's just very, very, very few people who search using a particular word, if you're the only person who has that word in the title, yours is the only item that's going to come up. And so a simple way to do it if you don't know much about it is to really search, really look at all the sold comps and look at all the words that are used in all of the comps and see if you can find words that can be added so that your listing appears to more eyeballs. Something as simple as using the word watermarks in this kind of a listing, or instead of just putting new, you put new sealed in there because some people are searching for sealed. Tiny little things like that help you. Now, it's not the end all and be all, but there are some specific items that viewers have told me, if you change your listing to put this word in there, it will help you sell it. And I've learned that, and I've tried to educate myself on those things. I've got a long way to go, and there's a lot of viewers out there that help me, and maybe, depending on, you know, where you're doing your research at, or if there's any kind of Facebook group or something like that. I know Bolo Buddies, and there's different Facebook groups. We have Garage Sale Nation, which is a plug for my Facebook group, but that's not going to help you because that's not about selling on eBay per se. And, you know, those folks will help you with certain items, but you can do the research yourself. You know, don't take a cop out all the time. You know, go in there and do the research and see if you can find keywords that'll help you. And don't spam your listing. Don't put things you know aren't true in there in order to get more eyeballs on them. You know, that's not exactly what I'm talking about, but it is definitely a way for new resellers to definitely bump up their listings if they're willing to do the work. This box right here that's in my way is one of our announcements, but I'm not sure we'll get to that one. We'll see if we do. Let's see. ET, I always say ET and drag. That pin right there sold for $8 plus shipping. Shout out to Ivan. Looking forward to the 127, y'all, this year. Hopefully you're going to see some of you out there. That's another announcement. Yeah, let's do that one real quick. All right, y'all, Trash to Cash podcast, which I always tell y'all not to watch, and I mean it. But, you know, unless you just live and die by this stuff, and you have to have some nonsense on in the background when you're doing your shipping, you know. Well, Dave and Carrie, Dave NC Picker, NC Flipper, Carrie American Arbitrage, have always been gracious enough for me, allowing me to be on their podcast. And so now I'm going to announce that over there on that podcast, we collectively have organized, along with the help of the Updike Family Homestead and Yardaroo and my reseller Genie, hopefully I'm not missing anybody here, a get-together at the 127 sale. And Dave has put together, it's free, so you better get there quick if you're going to be at the 127 near the Crossville area and want to get tickets, free tickets for this. We're taking donations to offset the cost towards the podcast. We're paying for it, me and Dave and Carrie. And we have some sponsors as well that have offset some of the cost. But we want to be able to say thank you for all of us, for all the support we get on all of our channels and on the podcast, and meet you guys and just have a good time. So that's a thank you from us to you guys. If you're going to be at the 127, I might put a link here. You can definitely go to Trash to Cash Podcast on Instagram. You can go to my Instagram for the link. You can go to Trash to Cash Podcast on YouTube and find the link there. Carrie's American Arbitrage links. I'm sure they're anywhere and everywhere, but I will try to remember to put a link in the description or at least in the comments. And I don't know, it might be sold out by now, so my apologies if it is, but we would love to meet some of you at the 127 this year. Now here is the absolute cheapest of the Motu characters. There's another one, right? Motu. Put Motu, Masters of the Universe, instead of putting Motu in there. You can, or not instead of, but in addition to. And this guy it's got issues and no weapons. So 1984, definitely the worst of the bunch. And it sold for $5 plus shipping. I have the power sale. We're going to give that one $4 profit because the last bit right here, $4.34 so far. All right, y'all, very excited to announce that this auction ended, and it was a Trash to Cash hat, but it had signatures from everybody who was here at the 100 Mile Yard Sale with us. I think everybody. Tim over the years, Chernock and Shay, and let's see who Paul was on here, and Eric, LBX Picker, Leroy, Blood Sweat Sale, sorry. And me, and it has, this is my signature on this hat, and then Matt signed a part-time picker hat, and this finished at $270. It was a fundraiser purely for ALS for Jeff. Jeff, forgive me, I can't remember your last name right offhand, and I do think, hold on one second. All right, I did find your Instagram here, Jeff, so sorry. I'll look up your last name in a minute. Sports Card Mania 305, all one word. And incredible story, and Jeff's been battling ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, for a while. Sent me a message, and I read quite a bit of it, and it just hit home for sure. So, Brian, if you've been watching the show, Brian's always been so generous, Klaus, to us, so many different ways, and generous to so many different charities. And a big giant thank you to him for buying it. But listen to this. All right, so Brian, not only did he buy them, and obviously the money's going towards ALS through Jeff. And please send, this is his message, please send the hats to Jeff with regards and well wishes. So the money's going to you, Jeff, and the money and the hats are going to go to you, and you can do whatever you want with them. So thank you guys, everybody out there. You guys are always so gracious. Big thank you to Matt, Part-Time Pickers, as well. Matt gave me these hats to do these charity auctions, so he didn't charge me anything. Now, I did buy a bunch of hats from him. We're going to do one more charity auction. So I've got a lot of messages from some viewers about racks to riches. And there's a YouTube channel, that's Instagram. I believe your name is Hope. Hope, I don't know you. I haven't watched your content. I haven't followed you. I think I maybe followed you on Instagram, but, there's obviously a lot of people out there that love you. And you were diagnosed with cancer, and people are following you along that path. And so we're going to run this auction here. And we're going to send the proceeds either to your GoFundMe or somewhere. So if you hear about this, you contact me, tell me what you'd like me to do. And thank you to all the viewers out there who sent me that message. And I think I may have forgotten to say that Matt's hat right there is signed by both Matt and his wife. So that's really cool. And we have, I think, the fourth and last viewer sale today, if I can find it here. It's the Z28 key. I believe it's this key. And this one went to a viewer, and I am going to read the message. I think it's $16 for that one, free shipping. This one headed out to Bill. Saw this on the Flipper channel, had to have it. Hope to be selling full-time later this year. I've been selling for about 8 years. My wife wants a cabin like yours, and she's been selling for about 20 years. All the best to you and your family. The Z28 Kid. The Z28 Kid. There you go. That's the eBay name. What do you think of that? That's really cool. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. We usually ship something out like that in one of these or one of these. Either one will do fine. There's some different boxes, like the 7x4x2 box that we'll use sometimes from our shipping table here. But I wanted to give a quick thank you to Jason for buying plans to the Commonwealth Picker shipping table over there on CommonwealthPicker.com. All right, Turner, I told a lie to the viewers. I said there was only 4 viewer sales, and then I realized that your sale was a viewer sale as well, and it sold to Bill. Would you tell Bill thank you?
Thank you, Bill.
And me and Turner don't really know what this thing is, Bill. Do we?
It's, I guess I'm gonna...
You're gonna try it?
The Extreme Adventures of Zolar.
Zolar. Free stickers inside. He's skateboarding. I've never seen this before, y'all. I picked it up at a sale because I had never seen it before about 1.5 years ago. And I'm like, huh. Brought it home and I'm like, we'll see what happens. Left it out there for a long time. $16 plus shipping. Bill paid for it. And he's going to keep it. He's going to put it in his strange collection of toys, he says. So he collects strange toys. And this is definitely strange. There's not a lot of these out there for sure. So pretty cool. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate it. Definitely enough for you to do what?
Save $1, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
Probably one of the cheapest items in my store that has been here for a long time, but it sold $6.50 free ship for these Liberty University bags. And I mean, they were free. They were giveaways. And I got tons of them. Somebody had a ton of them. So, at any rate, they, you know, make $1 or $2. What the heck, right? Next sale is a t-shirt, and it came from a sale that we call, well, it came from a garage sale video that was called 2 Epic Garage Sales. It's the same one that we got, I think it did anyways. Same one that we did these keychains at, but we did a special little chart here for what we call the Under the Table and Dreaming sale. We sold something out of here. I think it's this one. I don't think this one was single stitch, but it is on the vintage jerseys tag. Pretty cool right there, and it is new old stock. And so for that reason, it sold for a t-shirt, you know, $30 plus shipping, $25 profit brings us to $714 so far from a $40 buy of a bin of hats and t-shirts. Pretty good. And look, we still have some left. Sold another belt buckle. This is a Bluegrass belt buckle. And this one was pretty cool right here. I'm just gonna have to find it. It is this it? Okay. And the belt sold with it, I guess. Or did I just sell the belt buckle but didn't take it off? I can't remember. Anyway, can y'all see that through there? I'm gonna take it out. I never thought growing up in California that I would like bluegrass music, but I do. I do, and I don't know why, but I absolutely do. Right there. That thing sold for $16 plus shipping. Just one sale in here today in the eBay cave. If you go way back to our early videos, we did all of our videos right here. Anyway, this is an 8-track case. Came from the All or Nothing sale, which is housed over there on the Garage Sale Nation. It's a private pick. We put a lot of private picks, well, a lot. We've put 2 private picks over there. And there it is. That one's pretty clean right there. 8-track cases will sell. They're not big bucks, and to a lot of people it might not be worth the hassle. But we had tons of them in that sale. And this one's going to go for around $20 each for this type. So, you know, we had like, I mean, we had, I don't know, 20. So, you know, it's definitely worth it to list them. For me, have to find the right box or Frankenbox something, but you know, they're kind of cool. It's hard for me to pass up that money. It's going to be a pretty good little profit on it. Over $15 to put in a little bit of work. I'll take it. All right, Reagan is here. She's a tired girl. She's been busy all day today doing gymnastics, but she's got some business to attend to. So who do you want to thank today?
Brad got a blue t-shirt.
Yep.
And an Enema Man.
Okay.
And a sticker.
Okay.
Lisa got a gray CWP shirt, and she's in the UK.
Yeah, she's from the United Kingdom. Pretty cool.
Deanna got an Enema Man, and Side Hustle Preacher.
Yep, Side Hustle
got
Preacher.
An Enema Man and a Trash to Cash sticker.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank y'all so much for that. Look, all the stickers are here so they can see them. And Reagan has another announcement as well. Want to show them? Should we do it on this show or next show? We better do it right now. Hopefully I'll get them up and posted by the time this video comes out. Check it out. People have been asking for a long time. Remember when we put them on those IKEA bags? But the problem was that over time, this came off. And I heard a lot of people say, hey, thanks, these are really cool. But, you know, it'd be better if we could put on something that it would stay on. So these IKEA bags are fabric. And they will stay.
Like a tote bag
That's
material.
right. Yeah, exactly. You got it. Tote bag material. So I can like that a lot better. And I don't know what the prices are. We're going to have a business meeting, Reagan.
Yeah.
Because those took a long time to get here, and they were definitely more expensive than the other ones. By the way, a big thank you to Flip the World. Used to be Flip the World Texas. Thank you, because he hooked us up with those. So, at any rate, we appreciate him, and Poseidon Press made them for us as well. So thank you very much, and they will be on. Well, Reagan's going to tell you where to find them. Where do they find them?
Buy and don't forget your sticker and tote bag at CommonwealthPicker.com.
All right, y'all. So a couple reminders. Don't forget that fundraiser for Racks to Riches should be live here pretty quick. CommonwealthPicker.com. They should be live. Those IKEA bags should be live very quickly. They go out really, really quickly. I post on IG before I post on the Flipper channel a lot of times, but this time it'll be really, really close. IG and YouTube to get everybody who wants one to have one. That box is all we got. It took a long time for them to get here. So if you want one, go grab one. And what else do I have to tell you? Big thanks to Dave, NC Picker, and Carrie, American Arbitrage, for helping me in the process to do this meetup. They've been awesome. And to all the folks who've helped me put this on as well. Kira at the Updike Family Homestead. She's going to be our host, and their family is terrific. So thank you to them. We're going to have music, food, no alcohol unless you bring it yourself. I can't afford alcohol. Dave says, no, I can't afford it. So, any rate. So it should be a good time if you're there. And, you know, there should be some other meetups. If you haven't followed us on Garage Sale Nation, go over there to the Garage Sale Nation Facebook group. I'll probably announce this over there as well. But we wanted all the Trash to Cash folks to get a chance at it first. And NC Flipper folks and American Arbitrage folks. And well, what are we on right now? Commonwealth Flipper folks, you guys out there. So would love to meet some of y'all. There's a limited amount of space for that as well. So thank you very, very much. And if you do want to contribute, even though it's free, I think Dave put something in over there when you sign up using that link where you can, you know, donate $5 or something. But you don't need to. It's totally free, and don't feel obligated whatsoever. Thank you as well to Yardaroo, who's paying for the music, for the entertainment as well. Very, very kind of you. And for my reseller, Genie, which, by the way, we have links down there for them. Use code Commonwealth, you can get 15% off, but they are covering the cost of the venue. And then Trash to Cash is covering the cost of the food. So very, very cool. And we appreciate y'all, and I can't wait to see you next